academic profile as PhD in the field of image processing and network security in Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai in 2017. Sir has got MTech in Digital Communication and Network Engineering in Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education. And Sir has got BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering at Sri Angalaman College of Engineering and Technology, Trichy. And Sir has got teaching experience of more than, I could say, from 2011, I think. Sir has got more than 10 to 15, 12 years of service already. So Sir has got a lot of funded projects into his account and credit, as he is having an experience of working on the funded project as right now currently Sir is working as a IEDC, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center co-coordinator, which is a DST funded project, and which is they got it in the December 14, and till date still they are completing the, they are in that project. And Sir is also working as a head incubation in the Kalasalingam Academy of Research and Education. And Sir is been handled the projects in 2014-15 as IEDC, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, which is a funded project from DST, 13,30,000. And Sir has got a project even in 2014-15 as another one, that is NIMAT 2014-15 EDI, that is EDII Gujarat for 1 lakh. Sir has got 2015-16 as a project title funded from DST, 8 lakh rupees for IEDC again, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center. Sir has got again EDII funded projects from Gujarat in the year 2015-16, 16-17 for 1 lakh, 4 lakh, 10,000. Sir has got again the DST project in 2016-17 for IEDC. Again, DST Startup Nidhi funded project from DST EDI Gujarat for 80 lakhs 40,000. And in 17-18, Sir has got 3 projects into his credit. One is from DST Startup Nidhi, one is NIMAT, one is IEDC. So which was almost, I could say, 80 lakhs plus 3 lakhs plus 8 lakhs. So like this, Sir has got 18-19 also 3 more funded projects into his credit, and he is handling those projects. Again, it is from Innovation Entrepreneurship Development Center, DST Startup Nidhi, and again NIMAT from EDI Gujarat. So which is almost for 28 lakhs 50,000 worth projects. And in 2019-20, Sir has got 2 funded projects which he is handling and working. The working projects. Again, it is on TBI, Technology Business Incubators from MSME, which is actually 2 crores 50 lakhs 50 lakh rupees. And 2021, the recent funded project, what they got it as the Innovation OCHA program from EDI Tamil Nadu, which is 3,64,400 rupees. Actually, when we listen to this huge amount of funded projects into his credit and account, I could say Sir is such a vast experienced person in innovation, incubation, business incubation, entrepreneurship development center. So Sir's areas of interest, since he is from the EC background, he is into network security. His interest is into image processing, data communication and networks, antennas, wave propagation, satellite communication, innovation and entrepreneurship as in major. So he had got a lot of publication. I don't want to waste my time listing it out. So Sir has got a lot of national conference, international conference, as well as journal publications. I could say international publications, though I could give just the number. So it is international journals almost. Sir has got 52 in number. I'm not giving you the national conferences, international conferences. And Sir has got even the IEEE, the contributions also about 4 in number. And Sir has got into his account the patents which has been published for his work. It is number 8. So 8 patents. And Sir is a very eminent personality, I could say. And he is also a journal editor, journal reviewer. And I cannot really name the huge list of journals Sir has got. Sir has been conducted a lot of workshops, seminars on image processing, research methodologies, innovations, incubations, and he's been organized a lot of programs as a coordinator. So sir's profile is a very, very, very huge, and a lot of credits and achievements and awards are there into his credit. So I don't want to waste the time, because sir is such an eminent personality who is amongst us to deliver today's mentoring session on lean startup for a viable product or business. I would like to briefly give his profile to all of us, and I'll be inviting and welcoming once again Denny sir for this event, and thanks for accepting our invitation and for your kind concern shown towards SV group of institutions. So I welcome you once again, and over to you, Revant sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. I will share my screen.
Thank you, sir.
Just a minute. Yeah. My PPT is visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Yeah. First of all, good evening to one and all present here. First of all, I thank our Sri Venkateshwara management as well as the HODs, deans, and directors, registers, and the faculty members as well as the students members. Ma'am told about myself. Briefly explained my contribution in research as well as innovation and IPR policies. Today we have discussed about the mentoring section of lean startup. Today we discuss what is lean startup and then what is minimum viable product or business. So this is the things we are discuss about today. I will go to the next slide. First thing, what is lean startup? This is like some approach, okay, to business development. It is mainly used for the business. It is some kind of approach, okay, that is based on the application of lean production to the innovation. Most of some I have searched in Tamil. Lean means is a simple one. It's a starting stage, I think so. Okay, in English. So how to convert your business in the basic level into the MVP level. Okay, ideation into the startup or business level. Okay, this is the thing we are discussing about the today. Okay, and then the lean startups give the guidance to how to drive the startup, how to start your startup, how to build your startup, how to maintain your products in proper manner. This kind of experts, it will be give the proper guidance in the lean startup mentality. Okay, and then this is the called lean pyramid. Lean pyramid is have the three factors are there. First one is vision. Vision is your starting stage. Okay, based on the vision only you can start your business. Without vision you can't start the business. Okay, first you can imagine your vision. What is your vision? First you think about that. Okay, after that, for achieving your vision, what kind of strategy you can use for that? Like business model. What about your business model? What about your roadmap? How to convert the idea into the product level? How to convert the prototype into the product? So this kind of roadmap you want to have. This is called strategy. And then point of view. And then you can think about the point of view in your business. First, your point of view, as well as target customers' point of view. You think about that. Based on the strategy, you go for the next level. Is the product. Product is the end result of your strategy. This is the pyramid we are tell about that. Vision is the big thing. Okay, first your vision will be big. Okay, and then for your achieving your vision, you go with proper strategy model, business model, roadmap, and then point of view. Okay, and then product development this is the end strategy of your, and then to go to the ready to fit to the market. Okay, this is the process we have in the lean startup model. Okay, and then how to convert the MVP. This is the life cycle of it's a common thing. This common thing of how to convert your idea into the MVP and then startup level. First thing, problem statement. Each and everyone have the lot of face. Each and everyone having facing lot of problems during the college, during the travel, during your home. So lot of things we are facing the problems. But how to convert the problems into the real-time solution, because most of the business started based on the real-time problem. For example, everyone knows the red bus. It is most related to your state, because they are the engineering people. They have faced one problem. Which problem? During the festival period, they are not going to their native place. They are not getting the bus. This is the problem they are faced. After that, they create their idea and then they start their own venture. So most of the time, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur through the lean startup, so you can first thing you get the problem statement. You can analyze the problem first thing. Okay, you can get most of the startups already told. Most of the startups came from the real-time problems. So you think you definitely look it into the real-time problems, and then you can collect the problem statements. Multiple problems you can collect it, and then ideate it. Which problem you can select it for the next level? Because if your problem will be, if you are giving one solution to your own problem, it will be high viable and then high impactable, in the sense it will be very useful. Otherwise it is not converted into the startup. So first you get the problem statement, and then you can validate your problem statement, which one is very suitable for your business. So this kind of aspect you can think about that, and then you can ideate it. And then concepts. Concept is what kind of solution you can provide for them. For problem statement, we can get a lot of pain points from the users, and then how to rectify the pain points from that. Okay, what are the possible solutions are there? You can think about that. Okay, and then some of the thing, if you all of them engineering background, I will tell about something related to engineering electronics, because lot of microcontrollers are there. PIC is the one of the most old microcontroller. Current scenario, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, lot of controllers are there. Some of the students, they are using the PIC microcontroller. Some of the students using Arduino controller. What is the difference? It is the cost effective. If your problem is very suitable for the PIC control, you can choose the PIC controller. If solution will be easy to get from the Arduino, you can choose the Arduino. Based on this, you will think about that. And then feasibility cost, you can think about the cost effectiveness, because the startup, in the sense, you can give one cost effectiveness, and then you can give the more features. The two things is very, very important for the startup. So you can think about that. We can have solution very adaptable for your solution. And then you can develop the prototype. First, problem statement, and validate your problem, select the problem, and then you can think about the possible solutions, and then you develop the prototype. The prototype, in the sense, I will explain later slide. It is the it is the next step of proof of concept. Like if you have a lot of ideas, you can give the proof for the prototype level. Okay, and then the prototype is the validation time, because during the prototype only we can validate it, validate your idea, and then validate your solution also. You can validate through the prototyping. Okay, and then MVP level. MVP is minimum viable product. It's like product. Okay, this is ready for market, but first thing, MVP is given to the your target customers, because you are selected some kind of users for relieving the pain points. So you can give to the MVP to the particular users, and then they can use your product, and then they give the feedback about your product, and then you can re-modify your product, and then only you can go for the business. This is the life cycle for convert your idea into the business level, MVP level. So this is the mandatory for each and every kind of business. Okay, if you in kind of business, two kind of business are there. One is manufacturing based business, and then service based business. It's a two major factor. Manufacturing, in the sense, you can manufacture the TV, mobile phone, lot of things. It's the manufacturing. Service means you can provide a service based things to the user. So you can think about it. You can choose anything, manufacturing or service. This is the model. You can definitely go for that. Okay, if you definitely go for that, your business will be successful one. Okay, and then what is prototype? This is one of the picture. This is prototype or full product. Anyone can tell. My voice is clear. Hello.
Yes, sir. It is clear, sir. You can go ahead.
Okay, okay. I will give the answer. This is the mobile phone. This is the full product. Okay, this is the not prototype. It's a fully completed version. Okay, this is called product. Okay, and then this is called a prototype. Prototype means they are using, if you are engineering students, everyone know that you can use diodes, rectifiers, capacitors, and DC motors, and then you can give the, most of the time in final year project or mini project, we are doing such kind of things also. So this is called a prototype. Why most of the time before starting your business, prototyping is very, very important. Why? Because that I will explain in the later stage. First thing, prototyping is very, very important. It is useful to get answer the lot of questions, because through this prototype you can generate the new kind of ideas also, because based on the solution, because lot of solutions are there which is very much adaptable for your business. You think about that, it will give the answers for that. And then you have a lot of technologies there, which technology is very much adaptable for your business. So this kind of first one, you get the correct answers from the prototype. Okay, and then you can validate your assumptions, because if you are trying to solve one problem, you have a lot of assumptions is there, so you can validate through the prototype. So this is the easiest step. Before launching your product, you can validate your assumption, so you can do the prototyping in proper manner. Okay, and then compare the alternatives. This is important, because why I told means each and every problem have multiple solutions. So which solution is very much adaptable for your business? Which will be give high impact of your business? Which solution it will be give more revenue from? Okay, so this kind of aspect you can compare the alternatives. So this is the next important thing. We are most importantly discuss about the prototype. Okay, fail early. This is the thing doing the prototype, because if you are doing the prototype, it will be less amount. I think 5 to 10,000. If it is possible, you can spend maximum. Most of the project students, they are spending the limited amount, 5,000 or 10,000, minimum amount only they are spending for the prototype development. If you want the product development, definitely you can need lot of infrastructure development. You need lot of money. If you are during the prototyping, if the model is failure, it is easy. Your amount will be less. Your failure amount will be, your replacement amount will be less, and then you can recorrect itself. If you fail yearly, in the sense, it is not a big problem. But during the product launching, you are failing, so you can get lot of loss. So during the prototyping, you can check all the things, validate your assumption, compare the solution, which kind of technology you can use them. So this kind of factor, this is called validation. Think about your idea, how to convert the idea into the prototype. Prototype, how much effective will be there. So this kind of aspect you will think about that. Okay, and then it will be give the visualize your ideas, because you have a lot of visualization in your mind. It will be showcase your visualization. Okay, and then you can share them with others also, because you have the innovative idea, you have the innovative prototype in your hand, but you don't share with others. How can they get you have the innovative idea? So you can share with others. Who can share? First, in your team, because you have, if you are doing the project, final year project or mini project, you have the team members also you have. So you discuss with your team members, what are the this is the idea I got, this is the problems I will collect it, I give the solution for this problem, and then this case of ideas I have, this kind of solution, this is a technology we can use. You can think within your team, your friends, and then your investors. Investors is very much important, because why you share the information to the investor, they will providing the fund for your project or fund for your startup. So lot of investors are there. So you can share your ideas, share your prototyping to other investors also. And then clients and users, these are the important things. Why you are share your ideas to the clients and users? Because they are the target customers. Clients are get your ideas and then they will marketing it. Users, they are the direct customers. Because you will collect a problem statement from the users only, so that you can share your ideas to the users. You can get lot of inputs from that, so it will be incorporated them, and then you can develop the proper prototype. It will be very useful for the MVP development. It is very useful for your venture development also. So this kind of aspect you think about in the prototyping process. Okay, and then why startups are failed? because most of the current scenario, lot of startups are growing, started, but all the startups are not the successful one. Why? Because that they have the limited sources. Limited sources, they have the funding limited or skill based limited also there. Why is the skill based business? If you start one kind of business, if you start like you are start a medical based business, if you start a medical based business, you need the skill about the medical equipments. What are the things are there? How to marketing need? So how to get the revenue? So this kind of expert, you have the skill. Without skill, you can don't start your business. So this is one of the failure thing. And then some of the they are driven by passion. I am also an entrepreneur. This kind of expert, they are doing that. So this is the one of the another failure model. And then they have no structure or little structure. Structure in the sense, each and every business, you have the marketing manager, you have the technical team, you have the R&D team, you have the financial advisor. This is one of the proper team you want to have. If you have the proper team, your startup will be grow. Otherwise, your startup will be fail. You think about that. Based on the thing, you can form the team, because team selection is the very, very important thing for the successful venture. Because you don't the skilled team members in your team, it is one of the issue. Okay, you can think about it. Okay. And then if your product is the right product, you have the right management skills in your team, your product will be good product. Otherwise, your startup will be failed. So you think about that. Okay. And then I will tell about the MVP. MVP is the minimum viable product. It's like the product, but this is for testing purpose. If you go for I think if in medical practitioners, the doctors are there, they are giving the medicines, they are giving the tablets or drugs to the doctors for the trial use. First the sample they are giving to the doctors, and then the doctors given to the some kind of persons. After getting the feedback, only they get purchase from the particular clients from agencies. So this is called MVP. The product is ready, but before that you will checking that. For getting a proper, you give the proper uses and they get the feedback. After that, you go for the market. This is the concept for minimum viable product. Okay. And then what is minimum? I already told. First thing, minimum viable product, it is satisfy the early stage customers. Early stage customers is for specific target customers have the particular pain point. You can eliminate the particular pain point. It's just for you can choose one problem. It is the early stage. Next stage is the next level. For example, for communication process, we can use the pager. They can send the text message first. This is the early stage customer. After that, they are wanting to the mobile telephone. Okay, and then they go for mobile phones. Now the smartphones. So this is next level. Next level of customers. First, the early stage customers, their need is we want to communicate something. They are using the page. So this is the next level. So first thing you can satisfy the early stage customers. After that, you getting the feedback, and then you can go for the future development. This is called the minimum viable product. Okay. Verify the customers already told, and then providing the feedback for the future development. You can collect the feedback from your customers, your clients. It will be very useful for your startup growth. Okay. You can think about that. Okay. And then some other means confusion is the MVP with prototype. Prototypes already told is like you are using some kind of equipment, and that's enough to the prototype. MVP is the full product, and then some of them the MVP with proof of concept. Proof of concept is totally different, because you have a lot of proofs, a lot of theoretical based concept you have. You can implement the theoretical concept to give the proof in the way of prototyping. This is called proof of concept. MVP is totally full product. Okay. And then which one is the proper MVP? How you able to do? First thing in Pyramid, you can check about the vision. Think big. Okay, first thing, can think about your business in the big way, but you can start in small way. Okay, this is the first thing, and then iterate fast, and then build your business with product with less. Product with less, you can manufacturing the first, you can manufacturing small amount of products, and then if your sales will be grown means you can manufacturing the bulk products. This is the first one. Second one, you can give the product in the lesser manner, in the cost effectiveness you can give that. For example, Jio, they are providing in starting stage. After that, they get the money. This is the one of the reach through the customer. So you can think about your business based on thing, you think about that, and then test your product with the real users. You can develop one prototype, you can develop the MVP, but you are not test the product with the real customers in the sense it will be useful. They will give the lot of inputs to that. Okay, and then you can test the product in the faster manner. The product MVP is ready, you can immediately go to your real users and get the feedback from them. Okay, and then go to the market faster. If your product is ready, you don't wait for that. You directly go to the market. Don't waste your time. And pivot analysis you can do that. Pivot analysis during the earlier period. Okay, you can do the process in the proper manner. It will be give the proper MVP. Okay, what is good MVP? It is called, you can focus on the user. You can select a particular user. So this is the main important minimum viable product, and then reflects the tested user needs. If you create the good MVP and then you will give to the proper users, and then they can test your MVP, and then it will be reflected the particular user needs, mean it will be the good MVP, good minimum viable product, and then it can solve the core problem. Core problem is a particular problem. No, first of all, you starting with this, you can first thing you can analyze, select one pain point you can relieve for. You don't take the multiple pain points. It is first one pain points you can remove, eliminate it, and after that you can eliminate lot of pain points. This is the way you can start your business. So that only first, lastly I could think big, but start small. Okay, and then you have the great feedback loops. Great feedback is from the problem statement or onwards you can you have the great feedback. It will be help, your business will be grow. Okay, and then what is the bad minimum viable product? Some of the products are over complicated, because it is easy solution, but they are giving the complicated solution no one can use for the MVP. And then oversimplified, it is not the good MVP. Okay, some of the puzzle over engineered. Some of the solution is a simple thing, but they are doing the lot of engineering. This is not suitable. They are using their engineering skills also. So based on the needs, you can give the engineering technology into your minimum viable product. Okay, and then it's not aligned with the user needs. Based on the user needs, based on the pain points only, you can generate your minimum viable product. Otherwise, it will become the bad MVP. Okay, and then does not enable user feedback loops. You have the good feedback loops is mandatory for your venture grow. Otherwise, it will be called bad MVP. Okay, and then one by step I will explain. First thing I will explain about the problem statement, and then how to validate the problem statement, and then you can select the what are the technology solutions you will comparatively in prototyping. After that, the minimum viable product, the final is product launching and go to the market. Okay, what is the product? Main thing, it will be give the proper solution to the particular user. It is called product. Okay, and then how to validate the problem? This is the starting part. We are getting a lot of problems, and how to validate it. These are the three questions you can check it out. First thing, who are the key users? Like, who is your target customers? How much impact, if you give the solution, how much impact this will be happen? Based on things you will think about that. Next, what are the pain points you can try to eliminate? Because a lot of pain points are there. You can get selectively get the pain points. Okay, and then validate your problem statement with your team. Already told you can discuss your idea with your team, your stakeholders, your selected users, and then it will reflect the real problem. I already told through your real problem only you will startup will be grown. lot of startups are come through the real-time problems. So you can validate this kind of expert, okay, and then article your solution. This is like your business model preparation. Okay, first the contest. We can start the situation. After the situation they are, okay, we can try. These are the things we can analyze. That first thing. Second, how your product solves the problem. First thing, what are the problem statement you collect? What are the pain points that are there? And then which pain points you can solve the things. So this kind of also you can get on some kind of write-up. Okay, and then start describing your personas. What are skills you have? You can analyze further. I already tell about the team. If you have the technical skill, and some of the students, some of the team members have the marketing skill, some of the students have the financial assistance skill, you can join together and then you start the new venture. It will be very useful for startup step by step in growth. And then how you address the major pain points for the users. You can write the solutions. What are the major points? How to address the users. So this kind of also you can write up. And then think big at this stage. I already told for starting the you can think about the big, but you start the smaller. Understand your what are the assumptions you have. So first you can write up, and then you based on the write up you can go for the next kind of work. Okay. And then identify your users and the target customers, because lot of classes of users are there. I already told early stage, first level, second level, because each and every users they have a lot of needs. But you first thing you give the basic needs, and then you can give the lot of features in the next level. Okay, and then document your users, their needs, their pain points. You can document it because you can go to the field survey. You can collect pain points or problems, and then it will be stored in the database, and then it will be helpful for the next level of process. Okay, and describe the ideal scenario. What are the scenarios current experience your each class users are facing? You can think about this is the thing. You can identify your proper users, and then collect the mandata your users. Okay, what their needs, what their expectations in user point of view, what they are need, what they expect. So this kind of expert you can learn. And then different named personas. You can select the particular persons, and then you can give develop your prototype, and then you give the particular product defined named persons, and then you get the feedback. It will be very useful for grown your MVP. Okay, and then understand your users. Which I told each and every users have a lot of empathy. Use empathy and personas and based on things, and then you can interview with your users. Pain points, expert, this kind of things you can use. Understand your users. This is the thing you can understand your users also. And then analyze available studies and metadata public domain. And then if you start on the innovation on prototype you are want to develop, you can before you are developing you can check the public domain. If already the solution is there means no, this is no way you can do the another one. If already one solution is there, but you can give the solution in the innovative way. You are giving the cost effective. Otherwise, you can do the lot of features in that. You can do that. Otherwise, you can do the same concept. It will be not useful. So you think about that. You can understand your customers and users. Okay, and then validate your problem. Selected users. You can select a particular users. 10 or 15 users you can select it, and then validate your idea, validate your solution. All kind of things you can customize that. So this is the way you can do your, you can start your own venture. Okay, and then your product, define your product in the sense. It's like if you are give your product in the sense, like Pamlet. Pamlet in the sense, what is your product? What are the features that are there? What are the epic stories? Epic stories in the sense, like if you are giving to the one user, they are giving the positive feedback about product. This is the one of the epic story. So based on this, you create one pamphlet. It will be circulated to the customers. They will read your things, and then they can get the attraction for your product. So this kind of expert you can define your product. Okay, and then you can define the MVP also. This kind of expert. You can use the stories. I think so. The feedback loop. User stories. This is very important for the venture creation as well as the venture success. So you can carry out all kind of things. Okay. Define success maximum based on the things you have working in the proper manner. Definitely your lean startup will be given the big startup. big startup as well as big venture. Okay, you can think big and smart is smart. Okay, this is the differentiation of minimum viable product as well as the prototype. Minimum viable, I already told you, this is the real product. Okay, it is ready for testing. Okay, secure and reliable is there, and then this is accessible to all the users because it's a full product, so it's easily accessible to all the users and integrated with real data service. It's a real working product. Okay, for prototype is some kind of difference is there. This address not a production requirement. Production already told if you give develop the MVP minimum viable products like product, it you have need a lot of production equipment you need. But if for prototyping, no more production equipment is there. You can use some kind of resistors, capacitors, or DC motors, Arduino board like that. This is like a small requirements. MVP is the you need big requirements. Okay, and then secure reliability are concerns. No security concerns, limited only. Okay, and then accessibility limited the number of users only. In your team, one numbers only easily accessible to your prototype. Others can not understand your use. And then releasing also is easy. So that only during the prototyping is very good. You are doing the prototyping is very good manner. It is very useful to convert your prototyping into the MVP. So based on things you think about that. Okay. Thank you. If you have any doubts, you can ask the question. I will explain it. Dear students, if you have any questions,
wonderful presentation. Participants, if you want any, want to ask any doubts regarding the session, you can ask.
and then why we are conducting these kind of programs through Institutional Innovation Council in the sense because today I have presented. This is my third presentation today because I have represented a lot of institutions today. One of the students asked the question, why you are telling this kind of aspect to me? This is a wonderful question, I think so, because why we are telling about this kind of aspect in the sense current scenario jobless is very largely happened in, so that we have created the venture the sense each and every venture they will give the 100 employments, minimum 10 employments. So it will be very useful to the students community also. And then during your studies you can get lot of funds from the government sector. You have the innovative idea, you can eligible for get lot of funds. You have the innovative prototype, you have a lot of getting eligible. You are eligible for getting lot of funds from the government sector as well as the private sector also. So you can do the proper way. You can select the proper ideas. You can do the proper prototyping. You do the proper MVP. You will money is not a matter for start your business. Okay, so that only we are giving this kind of inputs to the students community. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask.
Yes, sir, that's ultimately true. Earlier, we were just sticking on to the academics. Just we were teaching the subjects, not other than that. Nowadays, the students are slightly into these fields, startup, business, entrepreneurship. Slightly, they are into it, sir. It's correct. Participants, any doubts, sir? Doubts? If you have, we can ask. Or you need any clarification, we can discuss with us, sir.
Otherwise, if want to connect with me, you can get my contact details from your organization. Anytime you can contact me, I will explain further manner. Okay.
Sure, sir. Now I request Professor Satna ma'am to propose vote of thanks. Satna madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable words, and hope our faculty and students got motivated with your insights. Okay, so we thank you from SVC and on my own behalf, we thank you, sir. And I would like to thank our CED sir for his constant support for all the events whichever we conduct in our institute. And I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Nageshwar Gupta sir, who is with us for all the events and like for successful conduction of the events and all. And I would like to thank all coordinators for making this event successful. And I would like to thank all the HODs, faculties, and the students who have participated in this event. And I would finally thank all the participants from various institutes all over Karnataka and other states as well. And with this note, I thank you once again, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Now I request all the participants to kindly share your feedback on the session. I have posted the feedback link in the chat box. So if it is accessible, kindly share the feedback through the link provided. Accessible, some issues for joining outside the institution. What I'll be doing, I'll be sharing through the presentation. That link, please copy the link and share your valuable feedback.
Thank you, sir. Can I leave, sir?
Thank you very much, sir, for your time and sharing your knowledge. Thank you very much on behalf of SCC management and my own behalf, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Participants, I have provided the link. I'm sharing the link through the PPT. Is that visible? Is anyone reply?
Visible.
Please share your feedback.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Is that visible, madam? Feedback link? Hello?
Kindly share the feedback. I hope the feedback link has been copied by everyone.
Sir, shall I end the meeting, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll end the meeting.
Thank you, madam. Thank you for
Thank
your
you all
cooperation.
participants.
Ravana sir, thank you, sir.
Thank you,
All
sir.
the participants, thank you very much for attending. Thank you. So we'll end the session now.